Online, it says that you are the most famous elderly person in the world.
Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
What good
Social media.
music to the ear!
What's up, everybody? It's Katie Austin here, and welcome back to Austin AF. I don't know if you guys could tell right off the bat, but your girl is a little bit struggling right now. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice. I feel like I have half a voice right now, and hopefully you guys are just listening on a podcast because I look pretty weathered right now. I literally have 3 espresso shots sitting in front of me from Starbucks because it's highly needed. I came into the studio just to let you guys know about my weekend at the Super Bowl. So, as you guys know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, I was at a lot of freaking parties over the weekend and got not much sleep. So I just want to do a little Super Bowl rundown because I think it was one of the best weekends of my entire life. I'm still needing about 17 hours of sleep. And yeah, it was amazing. So we are going to talk about the Super Bowl, what happened, and some funny stories before Ross and Granny come into the studio. Well, they came in the studio about 2 weeks ago. Anyways, rewind to Friday. Okay, so Friday, just a few days ago, was the Revolve party with Justin Bieber, and it was absolutely iconic. Justin Bieber is one of the best performers I have ever seen live in my entire life. I'm not even just saying that. He's such a rock star. He was wearing bell-bottom pants with like these sunglasses and a beanie, so you could kind of like barely tell who he was, but he looked so swaggy, has so much confidence, and I am pretty sure every single celebrity in the entire world was there. I saw so many people that I was like, oh my God, oh my God. I'd like walk through the crowd and be like, holy crap, that's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. It was like a scene of like who's who in LA. And usually like I don't really love that because I get just a little weirded out by LA things. But I already was going into the night at the Revolve party knowing it was kind of going to be like that because I heard like some like, just preconceived notions about the party is going to be super LA. So I already knew in my head it was going to be super LA. And when you go into that, like knowing that you're not going to like something as much, you actually have a better time because you have less expectations, if you know what I mean. So I had the best time ever. I was standing next to like Khloe Kardashian. I was standing next to Heidi Klum. My boyfriend got to talk to like one of his favorite quarterbacks, Josh Allen. George Kittle was there. And at the end of the night, I remember, seeing one of my friends afterwards, and I was like, oh my God, dude, I was sitting next to like Khloe Kardashian thinking that was so cool. And she's like, oh, that's cool. I was just hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio for the last hour. I'm like, okay, Leonardo DiCaprio is a different level of fame. Like, Khloe Kardashian, I love you. I think that's amazing. But I think seeing and being with Leonardo DiCaprio wins everything. Leonardo DiCaprio is an icon. If I was sitting next to him at a Revolve party, also like, what are you doing there? Like, he's so iconic in my personal opinion. He's just so unexpected to be there. I thought that was really cool. I also saw Hailey Bieber cheering on her man. Cutest thing I've ever seen. She is so smiley. She's so like sweet looking. She just has this like sweet energy about her. Okay, and then the next day was a Sports Illustrated party. And again, it was like a whole weekend of who's who. I was with Shaq. That guy is so epic. He's the nicest, funniest dude ever. I was taking shots with Logan Paul. And I just want to say that I would never expect Logan Paul to be a good, nice guy. I was chatting up with this guy for 30 minutes. He was freaking awesome. I was shocked. Logan Paul is actually a really cool, nice dude. I had no idea. I think there's so many like bad things about him on the internet. But in my personal opinion, he was so nice to me. He gave me a big hug and he was like, oh my God, I recognize you. Where do I see you from? I was like, I met you like a year ago or whatever. And he was like, yeah, that's right. Like, even if he didn't freaking remember who I was, he definitely didn't. He was just being nice. And he was just like, taking photos with us, and like actually I never asked him for a photo. He wanted us to take a photo with his like sports drink and with him, so he did. It wasn't like, I want a photo with you, because I would never do that. Who else was there? I met Tobey Maguire there. That was cool. Super interesting. Just like Tobey Maguire, Logan Paul, Shaq at the same table. What the hell is going on? What the hell is LA? It was such an interesting crowd. Then Jack Harlow gets on stage, and of course I bust my ass straight to the front row, and I am cheering like a ultimate fangirl for Jack Harlow, because if you know me, you know I love Jack Harlow. And I feel like I'm like saying a lot of controversial stuff in this intro right now, and I'm really sorry if I'm letting you guys down. Trust me, I'm obsessed with Jack Harlow. But after seeing Justin Bieber on Friday and seeing his swag, his dance moves, gosh, you guys, he moves his legs like no other. His knees go in and out, and he grinds his body in the air. It's freaking insane. And then going to see Jack Harlow, he's just like rapping like back and forth and walking through the stage. He had confidence, he had swag, but it just didn't compare at all to Justin Bieber. And that's kind of obvious. You know, Justin Bieber's been a star since he was like freaking 14 years old and been doing this for like over 12 years. But at the same time, it was just like a funny comparison because I was like equally, truly excited to see Justin Bieber as I was to see Jack Harlow because I'd never seen Jack Harlow in person. And let me just tell you, he's a great voice, but, not quite the dance moves up there. Kygo came on. Kygo was the most amazing performer. He truly was. He had Joe Jonas surprised. Joe Jonas was climbing the freaking stage. He literally climbed all the way up the stage and was singing from it, which was absolutely epic. I'm trying to think of like anything else that happened there. I just got really drunk the entire weekend. So as you guys can tell from my voice right now, I am still struggling. I have like a 7-day hangover. I feel like it's going to last that long because I now am 28 years old. I don't know if anyone else out there feels this way, but when I was like 24 to 26, I could do these weekends like no other, and I'd be so good at them. I remember Super Bowl 2 years ago and even 3 years ago where I got no sleep. I started Thursday night and I went to Sunday night. And I'm not kidding you, I was like fine. I was absolutely fine. I'd be like 2 hours of sleep when I was 24 years old, partying in the clubs till like 5 a.m. and then have to work at 8 a.m. I didn't think anything of it. I don't know what it is about 27 and 28 years old, but everything changed. Please tell me if you guys agree with me, but like after a weekend of 3 days of drinking and no sleep like this, I feel like my soul is dead. I feel soulless and I feel like I need an entire week's worth of sleep. And I remember 2 years ago, it was so funny because I actually got picked up at the Super Bowl from the club by my mother. Let me rewind. Let me just kind of say this. My brain is still mush, as you guys can tell. It was a Sunday night after the Super Bowl, and this is in Miami. And if I don't know if you guys have ever been to Miami or have been to the club called 11, but it's like a strip club / club. And I went with a group of guys because they were, I don't know what we were doing. We were partying with like other NFL players who were not in the Super Bowl. And I was having the time of my freaking life. It was like one of my first times in a strip club per se. It wasn't necessarily a strip club, but if you've been there, you understand the vibe. So all of a sudden, it's so dark in there. You're drinking for 3 days, 4 days straight. You have no idea what time it is. It's 6 a.m. I am literally still in my outfit from 11 a.m. that same day. It's 6 a.m. My flight's at 8:30. Me not realizing I have 100 missed calls from my mom. All of a sudden, she's like, I'm coming to get you right now. I packed your suitcase. My mom packed my suitcase for me and picked me up from the strip club. I got on the flight. I was fine. I didn't even sleep on the flight. I was like, that was so much fun. Meanwhile, I'm probably still drunk. I land in Los Angeles on that Monday after the Super Bowl. The Tuesday after the Super Bowl, I had surgery. I got my wrist surgery because I was like, I had a lacrosse injury. I had surgery at 6 a.m. or whatever. I had to be at the doctor's office at 6 a.m., like went into surgery at like 7 or whatever. And I remember the doctor, it was like a 45-minute surgery, like the easiest surgery ever. I was asleep in the doctor's office or whatever, the surgeon's office until like 6 p.m. I wouldn't wake up. I was getting IV'd the entire time. And the doctor was like, came out to my mom and was like, hey, I just want to let you know, like, your daughter's not waking up yet. We only gave her a little bit of anesthesia. This is like, I don't know what's going on. And my mom's like, she's fine. She hasn't slept in about 4 freaking days. Give her more IV. I was literally asleep for 8 hours in the surgeon's office when you're only supposed to be asleep for an hour. So that's how bad I need sleep right now. It's probably even worse because I'm 2 years older. But if you're 28 or if you're getting older like I am, you know you cannot rally like we used to. Something about getting older, it just hits you different. Okay, fast forward to yesterday at the Super Bowl. It was freaking epic. One of the most insane Super Bowls I've ever been to. It's my 4th Super Bowl, actually. And this one hit different because it was in Los Angeles and I didn't get ready at a hotel room. I got ready in my own house. I woke up there. It was so nice because it was actually on my mom's birthday. The Super Bowl landed on her exact birthday. She's been begging my dad for months, for weeks, for a damn ticket. If you guys know how hard it is to get a ticket at the Super Bowl, you know, because they were like 40 freaking grand, okay? A ticket's 40 grand. My dad is like, I'm not spending a freaking dime. Any never would spend over $500 for a ticket. Like, who cares? Like, so my mom's like, please, I want to go to the Super Bowl. My dad's like, I'm not spending money. So I reached out to my friends at Verizon and they hooked me up with 2 tickets. So for me and my mom, a +1, I got to surprise her to go to the Super Bowl. She was absolutely ecstatic. She was like crying. It was the cutest thing in the entire world because it's all she wanted. And no, for all you freaking haters out there, I didn't pay to go to the Super Bowl. I have literally hundreds of comments on my TikTok that it's like, rich, privileged, and it's like, okay, yes, I get it. I am very privileged, but I didn't pay anything to go to Super Bowl. I would never pay over $1,000. So I just want to let you guys know I didn't spend a dime. Thank you to Verizon for sending me. I really appreciate you guys. John and Alex, shout out to you guys. But basically, what my mom didn't know, she knew we had tickets and they were pretty high up, they were like almost close to the top. And if you know SoFi Stadium, it's like pretty steep. So it would be hard to see. I was still excited. We were still just going to finagle our way around the stadium and enjoy it the best time. 9 a.m. on Sunday morning, Super Bowl morning, my dad gets a text from the head of JBL Speakers. And it said, hey, Jeff, that's my dad's name. Hey, Jeff, I know it's Denise's birthday and I wanted to be in on this surprise. Why don't you come in our suite and you surprise your daughter and your wife to go into the suite and it'll be an epic surprise for her birthday because seats are amazing, but a suite is, next level at the Super Bowl. Like, you're rich when you have sushi at your freaking Super Bowl suite. So anyways, it was really cool to surprise my mom. Unfortunately, I surprised her right when the national anthem was going. I got, again, a lot of hate for that. Can I just say I had no freaking idea the national anthem was going on when I surprised my mom? So basically, it actually kind of correlates to how I surprised her correlates to today's guest because I told my mom that Ross and Granny really wanted to see us because they were sitting in section 2 something. And actually, I got the text from Ross being like, oh yeah, come see us. We're in section 2, whatever. And it was really close to the suite that we were going to. And I showed my mom the text from Ross being like, oh, let's go down and see Ross and Granny. And so I'm dragging my mom, and all of a sudden we're in like the suite section. She's like, ooh, they have really good seats. Wow, Ross and Granny, woo. And so we walked in, and she literally was just expecting to say hi to Ross and Granny. It was all of a sudden my dad there. But we walked in while the national anthem was playing. Unfortunately, I didn't have any idea. When you're going through the tunnels and the VIP section of the suites, like it's not like you can see the stadium whatsoever. Like I was so involved in my head and so nervous to surprise my mom and like do the surprise right that I had no idea the national anthem was going on. And we walked in. And I literally realized as we walked in that the national anthem was going on, but I can't stop a surprise. I can't stop my mom from screaming to see my dad in a JBL suite, which was like the most epic view ever. I can't stop that. So I'm sorry if that offended anyone. I just want to get that out there too, because, I don't know. That was just unfortunate timing, but we had the best time. And Michael Strahan was in our suite. I think Michael Strahan was probably the nicest guy I've ever met my entire life. I asked him how space was. Like, I was so intrigued by him. He has the best heart. He has no ego. Oh my gosh, that guy is so down to earth and humble. Jesse Palmer was in our suite, who's now the new host of The Bachelor. And yeah, it was just a really good freaking time. Amazing food, amazing people. The Rams won. Shout out to Sebastian Joseph Day because he was on the show last week and he just got a Super Bowl ring, which was really, really epic. And then, unfortunately, again, I was invited to the Rams after party when they won. And guess who fell asleep? Me. I didn't make it, guys. My 24-year-old self is crying at me, but I was dead. Literally needed to go to sleep. I fell asleep with my makeup on that night. There was no chance of me making it to the Super Bowl after party with the Rams, but really appreciate the invite, Rams. Thank you so much. Anyways, that was a long-winded story, but now Ross and Granny are coming in. I have followed Ross for the longest time, and he is a comedian with almost 100 million followers throughout his entire social media platforms. He has like 40 million followers on Snapchat, you guys. 40 million. I can't even imagine posting something because I'd be so nervous on how many people I have following me, truly. So he's gonna come in and he actually went viral, got famous off of his grandmother, who's the cutest thing you've ever seen. She plays along with the skits. She's brilliant. She is like 95 or 96, I wanna say now, which is crazy. I actually first did a skit with them back in like 2015 when I was still in college. And it is so hard to do a skit. I got so much respect for online Instagram comedians who like do those skits because they're so much harder. I'm not a comedian. And yeah, you probably actually are like, duh, Katie, you're not a comedian. This entire intro was not funny. Anyways, I'm brain dead. So now let's take it back to an interview with Ross and Granny from 2 weeks ago. Thank God I did it then because my brain would be mush if I was interviewing them right now as I'm stumbling my words. Okay, I love you guys. Let's get to the interview. All right, you guys. I don't think I've ever been more excited for a guest. Not Ross. I'm just kidding. Granny, you are in the Austin AF studio. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, it's a pleasure, honey.
You're so inspiring to so many people. How old are you now?
How old? 95.
Hell yeah. Let's freaking go.
That's really old, though.
That is old.
Like she was born in like the Depression.
You were born in 1926?
That's right.
Good at math.
Oh my gosh. No, I looked it up. I can't do math.
Dated
that
Albert
fast.
Einstein, so she is good at math.
What is your secret to being so positive every day and happy and being 95?
It would be my faith and hard work.
Oh, I love that. I love that. And you guys work together? You guys do a lot of videos?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
She picks on me. She makes me do all these videos every day, and it's like, ugh.
That's definitely on
I need a
her,
break.
yeah,
I need a
for
vacation,
sure.
Granny.
Okay, I want to know how you got started working together.
It was kind of random, to be honest with you. Unlike you, like you planned probably this whole life. We were just like messing around. It was on Easter in like 2012 or something, or 11.
Whoa.
Gosh, it's been a long time. And I came home and I just started filming my granny because I always mess with her anyway. But I finally had a phone and people liked it. So I was like, let's just keep doing it. And somehow, 10 years later, we're still doing it. So
Oh my gosh.
I know. Time has flown.
How do you get inspiration for your videos? You have so many different like prank videos, comedy videos. I feel like every single video is so different as well, and they're hilarious. How do you keep pumping out this content?
Well, there's a lot of writer's block, first of all. It's not always so happy sunshine on the back end, but I just got like a crazy brain. People are like, where do you get inspiration? I think I just have like too much ADD and I just see things that people like don't pick up on. She does zero of the writing, so she gets zero inspiration. She's just an actress over here. She delivers. But I don't know, it's super random. I don't have like a myth of the madness. Sometimes I'll see something in a video and I'll be like, oh, I want to change that into our own voice. But yeah, we don't really have any structure. We just go for it.
You just go for it. Granny, I want to know, did you ever think in your entire life that you would be digitally famous, social media famous?
No, not 1 ounce. No.
Granny was working like factory jobs.
Oh my gosh.
Super poor. Still lives in like half the time in her like very small home. And well, you can tell what your home's like. Yeah, it's okay.
It's
Spit it
okay?
out, yeah.
Okay, I live in the hood.
She lives in the hood.
And I love it there.
And yeah, so this is like a shock. Imagine being like mid-80s and you're just like, no one knows who you are and you're working like, she was working at Dollar General. I don't know if you guys have that out here.
Oh my gosh.
And now she's famous, so.
Online, it says that you are the most famous elderly person in the world.
Is that
Yes.
right?
Yes.
What good
Social media.
music to the ear.
I did see she was more popular than the Pope. I know Betty White had her, but R.I.P. So you have to fill you have some big shoes to fill.
I do. I'm
Yeah.
working on it.
Yeah.
Do you guys remember your favorite video that you ever filmed together?
Oh boy, that's the same face I was gonna make.
Yes.
I don't know if I have one. We love everything. I mean, it depends on what. Like, if it's something like crazy outside the box, gosh, swimming with elephants and tigers, or shooting a 50 cal machine gun out of a helicopter.
Oh my gosh. Are you ever scared?
Not really.
You're just like,
Freaking
hell with
stone
it, let's go
cold.
with it.
I just go along with it.
Do you ever say no?
Pardon?
Do you ever say no to an idea?
Hardly ever. Hardly ever.
Appreciate that, dog.
Thank you, boy.
Yeah, she didn't like snakes, but somehow I put her in with like a 28-foot python one
Oh
time.
my gosh, that's wild.
Snakes, right?
I don't, that part I don't like. Ooh, they give me the shakes.
Yeah, you already got the shakes, so
I
I mean,
got
it's
the
whatever.
And I'm looking at your shirt right now. What does it say?
Old school.
Old school.
Is that you?
Well, pretty close.
It's it looks like Colonel Sanders, but she looks like Colonel Sanders. So kind of mix them together. And she loves fried chicken, so.
All right, you guys, it is now time to take a break and talk about your gut. First things first, I just want to say a huge thank you to Just Thrive for sponsoring this episode. And if you guys want to actually listen to the founder talk about this herself, you guys can go back on another episode of Austin AF. I had the founder, Tina Anderson of Just Thrive, just come on, talk all about gut health because your gut is seriously related to everything. I'm not kidding you. As soon as I started taking a probiotic, my skin got better. I felt, my digestive system be a lot smoother, if you know what I mean. And it's related to everything. It can be related to your sleep schedule, and you can feel healthier and your best self when you are taking a daily probiotic. And why I love Just Thrive probiotic as well as like the immune support too. I don't know if you guys know this, but most probiotics on the market actually die off when they reach your system to actually matter. But the Just Thrive probiotic actually arrives 100% and ready to go to work when it reaches your gut. So it's super, super effective, unlike other ones as well. Plus, these probiotics are vegan. They are non-GMO, gluten, dairy, soy-free, and this formula is actually created to help support beautiful skin, better sleep, and easier weight management. A probiotic, a good one, just like Just Thrives, can actually help boost your immune system as well. Seriously, once again, your gut is related to everything. So why not treat it right? So you guys are lucky because I have a code for y'all. You guys can actually get 15% off anything on Just Thrive, any product, not only just the probiotics as well. They also have this, like if you're gluten intolerant, they have this thing that you guys can take. Basically, it's a pill that helps you if you did take any gluten and helps your stomach if you didn't know you are going to take any gluten. Anyways, they have amazing supplements, amazing nutritional products as well. So use my code, all caps, AustinAF at checkout. Once again, that is justthrivehealth.com. And your gut, once again, is related to everything. Your probiotic can help you feel your overall best self. So make sure you guys go check it out. All right, you guys, this next product I've actually been using for 2 freaking years. I remember when I first heard about it and I had to get my hands on it. And I say that with all my genuine heart because I'm the type of person, you would think I eat like really healthy all the time, but I don't. And so I really need more vitamins and more nutrients into my body. And it is really, really easy to implement athletic greens into your lifestyle. What I love to do, so basically it comes in these packets and it actually says it right here. It's the perfect way to say it. It's a comprehensive and convenient daily nutrition. And it is so freaking true. What I do is I put some of the packets in my water each morning, and personally, I actually think it tastes good. To me, it has this like vanilla-y flavor, like a vanilla type taste to it, a very light one. But at the same time, if you guys don't like the flavoring as well at all, you can just like chug it back, and you are getting literally 75 high-quality vitamins, minerals, whole food source superfoods, probiotics, and adaptogens. Seriously, 75 in this packet, and you guys can just put it right there in your water, in your smoothie every single morning. No matter what you guys do, it's super easy. If you guys are on the go and you just need, more nutrients into your system, I highly, highly recommend Athletic Greens. It's also a subscription. So basically what that means is you're getting it to your house monthly, so you remember to take it every single morning. Sometimes what I like to do is keep it in my bathroom, so I remember to take it because I have water always next to my bathroom. Or if you guys work on your work desk, keep it on your work desk so you remember to take it. And again, 75 nutrients, minerals, and vitamins and superfoods in one packet as well. And I just wanted to note, I feel like I've been getting more ads in Austin AF, but I only partner with the brands that I truly believe in. Again, I have used Athletic Greens for over 2 years now. So I promise you guys, it really, really helps. It can help boost your immune system. And again, those nutrients are things that your body is craving. And a huge bonus right here, your subscription actually comes with a year's supply of vitamin D, which is so important to add in these winter months when I don't get much sunlight. I mean, you're looking at me, you probably definitely get a lot of sunlight because I look tan. I don't actually. I really don't get as much sunlight as I should, even living in Los Angeles. So you know that vitamin D is super, super important for you. Vitamin D is great for your immune system. And so getting a free year supply with it is so awesome. Additionally, this is just an amazing bonus that the company does. For every single purchase of Athletic Greens, they donate to organizations to helping to get nutritious foods to kids in need, including No Kid Hungry here in the United States. And in 2020, Athletic Greens actually donated over 1.2 million meals to kids. So not only when you're buying it, you are helping out yourself, you're getting all those nutrients to your body, you're also helping others in need as well. Also, they not only help donate millions of meals to kids in need, but they also are a climate neutral certified company. And in 2020, they purchased carbon credits that support projects protecting old growth rainforests. I don't know if you guys know this, but rainforests are declining, and that is freaking huge. So thank you so much to Athletic Greens. So I will also make this easy on you guys. Athletic Greens is going to give you a free 1-year supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. We love free things here. I literally, if anyone ever says free things to come along with it, I'm like, done, purchased. All you guys have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/AustinAF. Once again, that is athleticgreens.com/AustinAF to take ownership over your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. Ooh, I love that. Okay. So you first got your start on Vine.
Yes.
Correct. And
R.I.P.
you basically had all your followers on Vine, and then all of a sudden the app went away, right?
Yeah.
What
I
was
didn't
your
think it was going to be a
first-
sad episode.
What was your first thought when that app went away?
I was pretty sad because I was also playing pro football at the time, and I was trying to decide what job I wanted to do. And so I decided to go the social media route instead of carrying on my football career. And then Vine died, and I was like left with nothing. So I'm like a really depressed, like 23, 24-year-old, and living at my parents' house. And I was like, wow, this is not a good sign. Because I had like I almost finished my MBA and everything, but I had no job, and all my friends were like had these good jobs. I was like, crap.
Yeah.
I was like, let me give it one more chance. And so I put everything on Facebook. And that's when it took back off again.
Dang. Okay, so let's go also back to pro football.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy. Do a
Played
lot of
sports.
people know that, by the way?
No, they just think I'm an idiot. I am an idiot, but yeah, no, that's all they think I did.
That's wild. Did you have any like identity crisis when you were switching from football to social media? Because I feel like a lot of athletes are not as involved with social media as like you are.
Oh, yeah. Like my dream was always to play football in the NFL and do this and that. And I remember going to like a college football game and standing on the sidelines, and I was like, I think I made the wrong decision. I was like freaking out. I was like, why am I not out there like playing, you know? But my body thanks me because I have so many injuries from all the years.
Brain.
Yeah. Sometimes I forget my own name from all the head hits. So, yeah, no, it's probably for the best. I think we made a good decision.
Yeah.
And we're having fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
big
I'm
time.
not icing my ankles every morning. You know?
Isn't it crazy how much more money you're making on social media than you would on football?
Yeah, it's crazy. It does blow my mind. I'm like, yeah, definitely made the right decision when you think
Yeah.
about it. But I never knew, like, when I started in this game, there was not like a whole lot of money to be made. It was actually like
For
I was
fun.
losing money. Yeah, it was for fun. And it still is for fun. But I found out like a way to kind of like grow with all the changes and digital, media and everything. And it just ended up working out in my favor.
I think that's a huge thing too, being able to grow with all the changes. Like with TikTok, that you have like 21 million followers, which is the most insane thing I've ever heard. Like Charlotte Amelia, watch out, holy shoot.
Yeah.
But
shoot.
you have also you have really, really put content on every platform. And
Yep.
can you explain why you think that's really important?
Well, it comes back to that whole Vine thing. I don't know, by the way, what camera am I supposed to be looking at?
Any
here?
camera.
Okay, there's a
Whatever.
lot for all the people out there. There's a lot of cameras.
There's like 5, 6.
So when Vine died, I made the mistake of not like putting my followers on other platforms and cross promoting. So I said I vowed to never make that mistake again. So now we are on everything. Because if one platform has a bad algorithm day or has a problem with us, at least we have 4 or 5 others. So Snapchat's actually our biggest, which we have like 40 million, I think.
40?
Yeah.
Oh? my gosh.
Yeah, we have a lot. It's a lot of people.
Oh, I would say yes.
That's like bigger than like 5 Greases. I don't even know how big Grease is.
Can you
but
even
fans.
comprehend like how many people watch you every day?
No.
Millions.
Yeah. Well, you see it when we walk through like the airport or something. It's like overwhelming. 'Cause we
Do you
can't
get
get away.
recognized?
Oh, yeah.
Do you get recognized?
Oh, all the time. Oh
my gosh.
Everyone's stopping and Granny.
Do you like it?
I do.
She loves the meeting the people.
I love people.
Oh.
That's number one.
And people love you.
Thank
you are
you.
very, very, very loved.
You owe a quarter for all these compliments. Did you bring your money?
I do. I have it in my purse.
Okay, make sure you leave it at the door.
I have it.
Did you ever think that you could make money online? Is this so crazy to you still?
Crazy.
Oh my goodness.
I just can't get it together sometimes.
Yeah.
How it's working out.
Yeah, you used to make all your money dealing drugs, and now you don't have to do that
Yeah,
anymore.
I don't have to do drugs
I know.
anymore.
We don't have to do. You can still do drugs, you just don't have to sell them. Sorry.
If you had to give advice to your younger self, do you have any advice that you would give to your younger self?
Do you have any advice you'd give to little Granny?
Just get up, get going, do things, see things, and be happy.
Love that.
so much.
Gosh, you inspired me today.
That is so inspiring. Oh my
I
goodness.
see you every day, and I feel like I got a little tingle. That was good.
Okay, question also. Do you have other cousins that more grandchildren too?
Oh yeah, am I the favorite though? Right?
That's
Oh, no.
do they
He
ever,
wants to be the favorite, but it's a no-no.
do they ever get jealous that you guys work together all the time?
I don't think so. They're like they get Granny for like 2 days, and they're like, okay, we've had enough. You can have her back. No, I mean the family knows. I mean it's all so random. Even my mom was like, of all the people in this world that you could have made famous, this is the last person I'd have guessed because it's like it's her daughter. I mean,
Yeah.
grandma's daughter. So, and she's just like, my mom, really? Like, why? How? So she was like blown away at first, and now she's just rolling with it.
She's so lovable though.
Yeah.
How many videos would you say you guys create together a week?
Dear Lord, a lot. I don't even know.
How do you have so much energy?
Well, I just go along and it works. I have my orange juice. I love my orange juice. A good cup of coffee in the morning. Ooh, start with coffee, orange juice, a nice breakfast.
You don't even eat breakfast. You just lied. But whatever.
Well,
Do you drink alcohol?
do you sip on some of that good?
Not really.
You don't? I thought you had margaritas every once in a while.
Well, maybe. I would say yes.
She has a margarita every blue moon, probably once a month. But then like she has a hangover the next day, and I'm like, come on.
Have you guys always been comedic? I feel like you have a very funny relationship and you're hilarious. Have you ever like wanted to be a comedian? Did you ever think you were going to be a comedian?
No, I just kind of like this life is wild to me. I was kind of just an idiot growing up, and then I just moved it into this, and she is probably the least funny person when you ask her to tell a joke ever. Sorry for roasting you so much.
That's all right.
I asked her to say a joke the other day, and like it was the worst thing I've ever heard. It was like, the sky's blue. That was it. I was like, where's the punchline? So, no, I don't think we could ever do stand up. I don't have the guts to do it either. If someone made fun, like got upset and started booing me, I'd crumble.
We're also there's also no need to do something that, you don't want to do.
Exactly.
You're wildly social media famous. If you were to give advice to anyone out there who wants to do what you do, become social media famous, and thrive with content, what would your advice be?
Run the other way. It's a terrible decision. No, I'm kidding. Just be original, work hard, be consistent. Those are like the big things. Because a lot of people they'll make it, but they'll steal other people's ideas, and I don't think you can ever like build a brand and a loyal following by doing that. It'll catch up to you.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think, and then consistency, like you just got to keep going, which is the sad part of the game because you're always working so hard. There's never really a break.
Yeah.
I say like a 9-to-5 person, they come home and they just like can shut off.
Right.
There's always homework for us. There's always something, it's always going to 2 or 3 a.m. So
always comments, always emails, messages.
Everything. Yeah.
How do you deal? Because I know some of your content is pretty out there.
It sure
you know,
is.
and with the world being so sensitive these days, how do you deal with like hate comments to like anyone being offended by your videos?
Yeah, I was actually talking to another TikTok friend yesterday who's pretty out there as well. And it's just like the whole cancel culture thing has changed, and comedy has changed so much. Like the things we said like 5 years ago would we get canceled for today. So it's like, it's shitty, sorry for my language, but to tiptoe the line of making people laugh but also not offending people. And it's gotten really difficult. And that's also like a challenge that's just been increasingly hard lately. But I don't know. We just also like want to stay true to us, you know, and make people, our whole goal, like from the start to the finish of all this is to make the world smile. So if we can make like 95% of the people smile and we can offend 5%, I think that's a pretty decent odds. So
Yeah. Has your content changed at all since like 2012 or like?
yeah, of course. I mean, we've definitely shied away from a lot of like jokes that we used to make, but we're still like, I mean, even despite like brands will become up like, you can make so much money if you know, if you're a little more brand safe and PG. And I'm like,
That's not you.
that's not who people followed us for.
Yeah.
They liked a lot of times the raunchy and like, you know, pushing the boundaries stuff. So I don't know. I wouldn't enjoy it as much if I were doing it for the brands. I enjoy it doing it out of like for us and what we want, our fans want. So
I love that. You have to be passionate about creating content and like love actually the content that you create to do it for so long.
yeah.
I feel like you have extreme longevity in your career too. What, 10 years?
Yeah, 10. I don't know how we got this far. A lot of people don't make it like past like that
that's what I was gonna
3-year,
say. It's
4-year
like,
threshold.
They usually become famous for like 2-3 years on
Yeah.
social media. What is your advice for longevity of a career?
It's still the consistency thing. Like every time I see someone like out there, they get tired, they burn out, they take a break. And I just have fought through that break, and that's when you lose it all, I think. So, you know, Granny gets up every day, she has that cup of coffee, and we're just like, let's roll with the punches. Let's see what will happen. Because the moment you kind of you quit for 3-4 weeks, it's like, it's sadly almost over.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, the sad part of this game, like I said, was just you got to keep going.
There's pros and cons to that too, because sometimes you do just want to like relax for a month or take a 2-week vacation. But there's like, when you're in content and you're a creator, your mind doesn't ever shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like you want to continuously think and create ideas. Is that like your mind just like always in the works? Of
Yeah, and if I'm like, I went to like I was like in 2022, I was like, I'm gonna take some personal time off, and I went to like a ski resort and everything, and then I'm like having anxiety, like I'm going down the slopes, and I'm like, crap, I'm having too much fun right now. I need to go make content. And it's also the shitty thing too is like I've done so many crazy things with her and on my own, like, you know, just this past year, I'm like looking back, we like drove tanks. I jumped off a cliff paragliding. I did all this crazy stuff. I played with elephants, like, and I look back and I'm like, I enjoyed like 5% of it because I was thinking about the content. Yeah. So that is like the sad truth behind all of it is like you kind of are living in the like for the content in the moment, and you're not really like enjoying what's going on around you. So
Yeah.
Definitely a goal of mine in 2022 is to kind of appreciate everything that we've had and all these moments and people we get to meet.
Speaking of enjoying, though, you guys, I feel like, enjoy working together. I think it's really cool that you can do all this together. And you travel together.
Yep.
What would be the craziest thing you think you've ever done?
Boy, kind of help me out, boy.
This is how much we're together that I can answer for her. I don't know. I mean, there's been a few crazy things. I mean, she's a poor lady from Youngstown, Ohio. So like when she gets to meet like Chuck Norris, she like, holy crap.
I did like Chuck
Norris.
Yeah. Oh, he's tops.
Who else did you meet that you were like, oh my gosh, this is wild?
Yeah, wild.
Well, that didn't go. Who else have you met that you've been really excited about besides Katie?
I know. Let's see. I know, but I can't put it together. Steve Harvey.
Oh, that's cool.
And Howie Mandel.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Howie Mandel. And
I got to see your boy James Corden the other day.
oh, yes. We were at a restaurant, and I looked over, and I said, hey, he looks familiar because I watch him on television. And little by little, we went up to him and we had our pictures taken.
Amazing.
She doesn't get like starstruck very easy because she has to like know the person. So we film with like all these like crazy celebs and stuff, and then she's like, I don't know any of these people.
That's amazing.
But like even like Justin Bieber, who you saw, she like was at church with them, and she just like talk to him, and she had no idea who it was.
Oh my gosh.
But like she'll see someone that she sees on TV, like James Corden or something, and she's like, oh, she'll have like a little meltdown.
Oh
Because
my
it's someone
gosh.
she's seen. Or when she, our friends were on Dancing with the Stars, she's like, oh my gosh, I love that show. So.
Do you think that you've gotten more fearless as you've gotten older?
Oh, yes. Yes, I was in retirement. Now I'm in a joyful days and whatever. This is good at this age.
Absolutely. It's more
Very,
than good.
very. I'm blessed and happy.
Yes. Do you have, we actually have this segment in our show called Mood Boosting Mantra, where basically someone will give a quote or a mantra to like where they've gotten today. It could be what rings true to today, this year, your whole life, a quote or an affirmation.
Do you have any famous quotes? Go. I got you. Dog.
Okay.
Say it right in the microphone.
Oh, go, do, and see things.
That's it.
Love
She kind of already said that earlier, but we'll run it back.
I love that. And I think it's so important too because, life is so short on earth and you don't realize it until it's like, you want to go see things and you want to do things. And sometimes while you're young, you think like, oh my goodness, I still have all this time. But it's such a good reminder because we should see things and go do things and take those risks and be fearless.
Live in the moment and seize every opportunity.
Is that your
Yeah, I would
is that
say
your
that. Like,
mantra?
I just made that up, but like, if you like, I always, the reason I feel like we are here is because I hate passing up on opportunities. No matter what it is, it's like going to dinner with someone who works at, Spotify, the back end, it's a very low role or something like that. I'm like, I kind of want to go to sleep right now. But I go to that dinner and I open up that door and maybe it's Spotify now, but next week we're hanging out with 50 Cent because he has a deal with Spotify. I don't know. It just always spirals like that. So take every opportunity that you can get and sleep when you're dead, I guess. Even though I like to get my 8 hours of sleep.
I completely agree also because you never know who someone is or who someone's going to be as well. Like you might think that a meeting has no value at the time, but like you have no idea, like that person might know so-and-so. And it's like being kind to everyone is really important, but also like saying yes to things in especially in our industry because people can grow really fast.
Yep.
And also you want to be kind to everyone because you just don't know where that person's going to be and just because be kind to people.
Yeah, be kind. A lot of people like just overlook the small people. I always, it's kind of the same concept I just said, but I'd go to like these big parties and there'd be like a bunch of celebrities there and I just go up to their friends.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And they just love that. And I like it too because I was just talking to like your everyday Joe and it's so fun. But being kind to people goes a long way. I don't know. Never close the door.
I completely agree.
On somebody, yeah.
I completely agree. All right, you guys. Well, I love you and I love your videos.
Thanks. We love you. Congratulations on your success.
Thank
We should
you.
interview you now.
That's
Sports
very
Illustrated?
Nice. Thank you.
You
You're
got to
so
get on Sports
inspiring.
Illustrated.
Hell yeah. Hell
You'll be the
yeah.
oldest model. We'll take down, what's her face?
Oh, boy.
Yeah. You can be it. You could do a bikini on the beach.
Well, we'll come
We
to
got to
it.
do, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Hit the gym a little bit.
Oh, we love you guys and thank you for inspiring so many people worldwide. So crazy. Make sure to follow them, Ross Smith, and then Pillow
Yep.
Sweat on Snapchat.
Just follow Ross Smith.
By the way, can I ask you why?
That's
Pillow
the only
Sweat.
name I can't change, which I love. I was in high school and I was like, I made like fake R&B songs. Yeah. And I was like terrible, but like I would play them at parties and stuff. And that was my R&B name. I don't know where I came up with it, but I think it's the stupidest thing ever.
Stuck.
And now I can't change it. So 4 million people on Snapchat have typed in the word pillow sweat. So it's ingrained in their head.
And by the way, that's the one thing that I tell starting out creators is to get on Snapchat. You were one of the first people who ever told me about Snapchat.
Yep.
And it is wild how fast you can grow on that app and how amazing it is because I feel like a lot of the time, like with Instagram, it becomes very static. But at the same time, like TikTok, Snapchat are like the two apps you can grow really fast on.
Yep. A lot of people have looked over it, and that's actually like my breadwinner now and like where we have our biggest following too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Once again, don't like say no. I always was like against Musical.ly when it came out. I was like, I'm not going to lip sync, blah, blah, blah. And it ended up turning into TikTok. So you never know what's going to happen. I ended up getting on it. And so I would always take advantage of every platform, every opportunity, whether it's something you don't see yourself really working with, at least make an account, try it out.
And why not? What do you have to lose? Nothing.
Exactly.
Like take that risk. You are never too young and you're never too old.
Right? Okay, you're not even paying attention.
I love her so much.
You're never too young, you're never too old.
Jim,
You're getting almost too old, though.
almost.
Yeah.
No.
I have
Nursing home, next stop.
Stop.
I'm kidding.
I have this much to go.
Oh, 100 years right in those little fingers.
All right. Well, we love you guys. Thank you so much for coming to the studio today.
Thank you.
And I will see you all next
Thank
week.
you.
Toodaloo.
Toodaloo.